So today was Men's Day. Funny enough, it falls on the same day with World Toilet Day. Whoever came up with the idea to put these two celebrations on the same day, I don't know what was on their mind. I know it was a woman. I know it was a woman. Yeah, it was a woman. And she was dumped. For her to just come up with this day and put them together and suggest it as a holiday, she was going through pain. And she thought there is no way we can allow men to celebrate their peaceful day on their peaceful day. We need to put it together with the toilet. Because in her mind, Vamuna na Pupu, there was no difference. We were just the same. In her mind. Because of the heartbreak. That's why, gentlemen, tisazipromisa vambiri vasikana. Tisazipromisa vambiri. Yeah, because once you promise too much and you break their hearts, to them you just become like Pupu. So wakakuona vaona chabe shiki. So green na yellow telela. Jema result, World Toilet Day celebrated alongside World Men's Day. It doesn't make sense. But it's fine. To all the women that wished your men happy Men's Day, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Though you did not make the same noise that you make when it is Valentine's Day, when it is Women's Day, when it is Mother's Day, it's fine. It's okay. That is not even the issue. Aside it being Men's Day and Toilet Day, there are a number of things that have happened today. We woke up to a statement from Honorable Davis Mwila, who actually rejected the appointments that were done by Honorable Given Lubinda. Now, these are obviously PF issues. We know that for some time the Patriotic Front is really battling amongst itself or among themselves, that is the members. So there are some issues. So apparently Honorable Given Lubinda made some appointments where you are appointed by Honorable Shitaru Chirufya and Navena Nguba Japan Wakatotobwe. Anyway, let me not say much. Honorable Davis Mwila, who is former Patriotic Front Secretary General, gave a statement.
It has come to our attention that our acting president, Honorable Given Lubinda, announced the two appointments of our members, Honorable Dr. Shitaru Chirufya and the Honorable MP for Luapula constituency, Honorable Katotobwe, to be on the Central Committee. Members of the party are aware that the party is going to the General Conference next week to elect a leader who will take us to the general elections. That I wish to state that that appointment is illegal in that the appointment of any member of the Central Committee, it has to go through the National Executive Committee as well as the Central Committee for Ratification. And since all those stages were not followed, it is the abrogation of our own rules and the Constitution. So those appointments will be treated now and void. So we appeal to our national chairman, Honorable Sondam Pankata, to take charge, because the Constitution empowers him in between now and the General Conference. Because Honorable Pankata is the one who chairs the National Council as well as the General Conference. Please, can you take charge? And as we hold the Central Committee, we expect that on Saturday, 22, we expect that our national chairman will head or will chair the meeting. Because we expect Honorable Lubinda, Honorable Mundubile, Honorable Dr. Shitaru Chirufya, Honorable Makebu Zulu to distinguish their positions, since they are all candidates. And we expect we expect order. There must be order in the party as we go to the General Conference. And also I want to appeal to our members to remain calm and be united.
Now this is very interesting. It's very interesting in that, obviously, according to the announcement of the Patriotic Front, this November they're supposed to go for a general conference. Now, amongst the candidates that are actually participating in the race to the presidency of the Patriotic Front is the acting president, Honorable Given Lubinda. Now, to some people, the concerns of Honorable Davis Mwila may just be politics. But I think in any organization, these concerns are actually legit and they are genuine. And that is my opinion. Because the moment someone who is participating in an election starts making appointments towards an AGM or towards a convention or towards a conference where people are supposed to actually elect their leaders, the assumption could be that, oh, why are they making these appointments now? Maybe they just want to play njuga. Of course, these are organizational politics, but people may actually be allowed to assume that these appointments are not being done in good faith. So, in my opinion, I'm not a member of the Patriotic Front. Yeah, but I feel the concerns are very genuine, and we can only hope and wait to see what happens, whether those appointments will be revoked or they'll proceed just like that, and what drama that will actually cause, especially that the convention is set to be had very soon. Now, whilst we were still contemplating on the statement that was given by Honorable Davis Mwila, another video made rounds on various social media platforms, and in the video, Honorable Given Lubinda, acting president for the Patriotic Front and also aspiring presidential candidate for the Patriotic Front at the forthcoming convention, was actually being manhandled in the video by some suspected UPND cadres. And this is what happened. Now later, we saw Honorable Brian Mundubire, who is also an aspiring PF presidential candidate at the forthcoming convention, give a statement, and he actually made the allegation that the people that actually did this were UPND cadres, and he made a strong call to the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema.
We wish to address the nation on some very important and yet unfortunate circumstance that has happened in Kabwe. We have received some very disturbing reports from Kabwe that Honorable Given Lubinda has been abducted. He's been brutalized by suspected UPND cadres who interrupted his meeting, after which they severely brutalized Honorable Lubinda with all those that had accompanied him, and later abducted him and sped off in a pickup whose details were yet to avail to the police. President Hakainde Hichilema, the buck stops at you. The buck to end violence stops at you. Mr. President, you've got to take full responsibility of what is happening in Kabwe. Inspector General of Police will act in your name, but the buck stops at you. We want to call upon you, Mr. President, that you immediately ensure that President Lubinda is secured from wherever he is.
However, the claims that Honorable Given Lubinda was actually abducted by UPND cadres were later on refuted by another UPND member in Central Province, to be specific, Kabwe.
This is Kelvin Mwangala, the acting chairman in Kabwe District Youth Wing. I'm just here to refute and put straight on record the information that is on the media, where Mr. Brian Mundubire is saying that Given Lubinda, who is visiting Kabwe, has been abducted by the UPND youth and taken to a known place. That's a blue lie. I think, Mr. Mundubire, you have been a lawmaker. It's high time that we manifest our integrity in what we say. Let's be honest. Mr. Given Lubinda came in Kabwe without informing the police. They were meeting at 3 seasons without the permit of the police. You know, that was unlawful assembly. As we follow the law is there very clearly that before you hold such type of gathering, you have to get permit from the police. But they went and started meeting that site without knowing that our youths were also mobilizing. So our youths were provoked. That's where this whole fracas started from. And on the same police officers who are told that they are HH policies, they are the ones who have protected Mr. Given Lubinda. He was snitched there by the officer in charge, taken safely. As I'm talking to you, Mr. Lubinda is okay. I've seen him. He has been released. He's okay.
And later on in the day, Honorable Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Jack Mwembu, gave a statement in which he warned that there will be no sacred cows in a matter of criminality following the reported assault of former Kabwata Member of Parliament and former Justice Minister Given Lubinda in Kabwe.
Let me state in the strongest terms possible that Zambia Police Service will investigate this matter with the utmost urgency. Anyone found to have broken the law will face the full force of the law. I'm in contact with the Inspector General of Police, who has assured me that this matter is being treated with the urgency it deserves. We must not and will not allow Zambia to return to the political violence we saw in the past.
Now, according to the statement that was given by a youth representing the youths of Kabwe under the UPND, he said Honorable Given Lubinda was having a meeting without a police permit. Now, last time I checked, there is no law that allows individuals or political parties to deal or manhandle people that are having meetings without a police permit. It is not the duty of a political party. It is not the duty of citizens to deal with people that are having meetings without police permits. It is the role and duty of the police, because in the first place, when Ken Dumbo wants to have a meeting or goes ahead and have a meeting with people, they do not apply to a political party. They apply to the police. And so if that person is having a meeting and you have an idea that they did not get a police permit, the best you can do is maybe go to the police and report, meeting, but we suspect that they do not have a police permit. Or better still, just let it be. The police themselves are going to handle the issue. So I wonder where the powers to go and manhandle someone like that because they did not have a police permit to have a meeting, or maybe they were having a meeting on the same premises where you were having a meeting. Colleagues, we're in 2025. I'm sure that place is big enough to accommodate different groupings of people who are having meetings. It's big enough. You could have utilized that meeting to just showcase that indeed we're a united country, where two political parties can have meetings at the same venue without really having commotion. That's the politics that people would love to see. Not where if you're at a venue, you just want it to be yours alone. The others, even when there's space, they can't utilize that opportunity. I don't think that is what we want to see. We have gone to lodges, we have gone to hotels where there is a meeting in this conference room, near Airtel, for example, meeting near MTN. We have never heard kuti by MTN na Airtel bamenyana. We have been to conferences or to hotels where in this conference room, there is an organization that deals with this thing. In this other conference, there's an organization that deals with another thing. And those people will meet, even at lunch, they'll be eating together. What was so hard about letting people be and also continue with your meetings? One thing we don't realize probably is that most of these things that you people are doing, you're actually embarrassing the head of state. Yeah, because if you're members of the UPND, for example, and you commit crimes or you do offenses like those and they are on camera, people will not talk about you in your individual capacity. They will just say the UPND or they will just say the PF. I wish we could look at things in that context. But it looks like, oh, we just want to show off is to show that we are strong. We are the ones in charge. We are the one with the power. But it's still even teachita kubantu vitu onesa branch. There are people that love the UPND as a party, but they don't love some of the things that they are seeing now. We may not realize it now. Maybe we'll realize it when it's too late. They say in politics, there are no permanent enemies. Let's not be forgetting those things. Someone that you ambush like that, tomorrow may be the one to give you a job somewhere. They may be the one to offer you help. Me, I witnessed an accident happening somewhere. A motorbike hit by a car. And a certain former member of parliament and minister who was behind my vehicle came out of the car, went and picked that person and ordered someone to take them to the hospital. They didn't look at it. Is this person first a member of our political party? Did they support me or not? They just said, Ubuntu first. You can't manhandle a man who is older enough to be your father, older enough to be your grandfather, like that. Even if they do not believe in what you believe in, even if you do not want to see them rise to compete with someone that you support, you can't do that. Lastly, I want to make an appeal to the Zambia police, our men and women in uniform. In the last 2 weeks, we've had about 2 to 3 cases of some political violence. But unless if I'm mistaken, unless if I didn't just get the news, it is only in one case where we have heard some people have been arrested. And that is the case of the stoning of the president. In this other case, where some people stormed the Patriotic Front and damaged some property, unless if I missed it, we haven't heard anyone being arrested so far. And now we have a case in Kabwe where Honorable Given Lubinda was attacked we are yet to hear how many people have been arrested, rather. You know what that makes some people feel like? Like ndimwaka patulula. Venangu, you are quick to arrest. Venangu yai. That's the picture that it paints. And we don't want to get to that extent where some people feel like, oh, there's no justice. Justice only prevails when it's a certain class of people that are involved. We don't want to get to those ends. The same energy we put in if it is suspected PF cadres is the same energy we should put in when it is suspected UPND cadres. That way, we're going to end the trust of our people. But if it takes more than 73 hours to hear that these people have been arrested in a case related to kupkanya mawindo na Katundu kwa Patriotic Front Secretariat, yet in the other case, bantu namangi wasemu debe na ileta msokonezo mwandini. We hope that something will be done. Honestly, I personally hope that something will be done. Fumulungu aziti dalisa muziko la tula Zambia.